Today we're going to talk about new home building in the new normal. Now, I've done videos on new home builders before. People love new homes. They've got that new home smell. You get to pick out all the different pieces. There's a bunch of reasons why people love new homes. In our new normal of uncertainty and all sorts of change, I think new builds are going to be extremely difficult for you to justify for a lot of your clients. And I just wanted to share some reasons why to make sure that you're thinking of them the next time you're showing your clients some new homes. First and biggest thing is all about the timing, right? If you go to a new home builder and they're telling you it's going to take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months to build the home, we just don't know what things are going to look like in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. If you looked back 3 months ago and we asked you what things were going to look like today, I'm guessing you wouldn't have guessed that things were going to look like they do today. And for the same reason, we don't know what things are going to look like at that point. So really putting somebody into a commitment that is so time restrictive is something that's difficult to justify right now. One of the biggest reasons why that is because when you do a new home build, that deposit you put down, most of the times that's non-refundable. And usually when you start to upgrade the home, you have to put additional deposits down, some percentage of the upgrades, whatever that is. Your clients could be into these new home builds for thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Typically that would be just fine because in the end they're going to get this beautiful home that they got to pick absolutely everything that they're going to just love for a long time. Right now though, we don't know what's going to happen in 4 to 6 months. We don't know if there are tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of deposits or even going to result in a home that gets finished. Anybody that was around when this happened last time in 07 and 08, you recall that new home builders stopped mid-construction in a lot of areas. To this day, there's still homes around the valley that are literally just sticks, frames that have been out there for over a decade. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen on every single home. I'm not saying that that's definitely going to happen, period. But it's definitely something for you to think about. Even if the new home builder weathers this storm and is able to finish building that home, what happens when appraisals come in low? Pause for effect. You know how the new home contracts are written now. When the appraisals come in low, the buyer pays the difference. And in 6 months, appraisals are going to look a little bit different than they do right now. Right now, appraisals are looking back 6 months. Sales that happened 6 months ago or 5 months ago or 4 months ago or 3 months ago, there were no distressed sales. And whether you'd like to believe it or not, right now, these sales, they're distressed. People that are selling in this market, that are opening up their house for people to come in and touch their things, those people have more motivation than a typical seller does. And in 6 months from now, all of the comps that they're going to be using are distressed sales in some form or another, or at least post-COVID sales. Along those same lines, we don't know what lending is going to look like in 6 months. Lending has changed so much over the last 60 days, it's literally a different world for us out there. I'm hoping that in 6 months we're back to normal, but I have no idea what that looks like. Last time we went through this, we could count on FHA and VA loans for everybody if they needed them. Right now, FHA and VA loans, they're being challenged. For some odd reason, conventional loans are continuing to be the easiest ones to get done. What does that craziness translate to in 6 months? Just 2 more things, and they have to do with your clients themselves. In 6 months, will you be able to sell your client's home for what it's worth today? You're doing all the numbers for them. You're helping them understand what the transition is going to look like from a financial standpoint, and you're basing it off of the value of their home today. Maybe we do see appreciation through the end of 2020. Maybe we don't. Maybe home values do dip. Maybe they can't sell their home in 6 months for what you think you can sell it for now, and that's going to create a spread when they purchase their new home. And let's not forget that in 6 months, employment's still going to be an issue. We're not going to turn around from this in a week or a month and magically everybody's going to be employed. Right now, the people on the lower end of the spectrum, people that make under $40,000 a year, they're impacted most right now by unemployment, but that's a trickle-up thing. When those people become impacted by lower unemployment, they stop buying things, they stop doing things, and it starts to impact everybody all the way up to the most wealthy, highest income earners. That takes time. That timing is probably going to be in the 6-month range. So listen, I don't want to be a gloom and doomer, but I do want to share it with you straight. These are things that you need to be thinking about for your clients. Not every client's going to be impacted by this. If you're working with folks that have already retired and have plenty of money and are just building their dream home that they're going to live in forever, that's awesome. They don't really have any of these factors impacting them. If you're working with a move-up buyer that's barely got their down payment right now and all the numbers are tight and who knows what their income's going to look like in 6 months, you need to have some serious conversations with them right now so that you don't paint them into a financial corner that they can't get themselves out of. That's what I've got here. If you have any questions, give me a call, 480-744-6040, and I'll talk to you soon. Boom, perfect timing for my thing to fall.